Hello everyone. So today in this video we are going to see about various layouts in Android. So first of all, before going to discuss about the various layouts, let's discuss about the view group, right? So what is the meaning of view group? Okay. So we have already seen different user interface elements and its attributes, right? So now you can observe that where we are putting these all attributes. So if you go into this main activity here, you can see in a component tree there is a layout, constraint layout, right? So this is the view group. So view group is where you can put all your UI elements on the device's screen, right? So it is the container, right? So that contains all these particular UI elements. So suppose say this is a constraint layout, this is our view group and it contains the text view, right? So that's why you can observe over here one level it is under this constraint layout, right? So this is the meaning of view group, and view group extends the view class. So overall view class it extends, right? So we have a different layouts in Android: linear layout, relative layout, grid layout, table layout, frame layout, constraint layouts, right? There are different layouts we have. So let's start with the linear layout. So what is the importance of linear layout? So mainly there are three layouts are frequently used in Android. First is a linear, another one is the relative layout, and third one is the constraint layout. So the most popular is the constraint layout. So why constraint layout is the most popular, we'll see when I talk about the constraint layout, right? So now let's discuss about the linear layout. So what is the importance of linear layout and when you can use it, right? So linear layout is a one kind of layout in that you can put all your elements either horizontally or vertically, right? So here, how you can put that particular thing first. So let's first of all remove this layout with the replace this layout with the linear layout. You can observe over here. I'm going to delete this first. Okay. So now this is our container. You can observe these gray lines. So this is a container linear layout. Now within this container, we are going to put our elements. So as I told you that there are two types. First is a vertical, another is the horizontal direction. You can put your all elements. So let's first of all try with the horizontal one, right? So how you can arrange your UI elements in a horizontal way. So for that, first of all, you have to put over here one important property, that is orientation property. And here you can see there are two options we have. One is horizontal, another one is the vertical. So right now I'm going to deal with the horizontal. So I'm just keeping it horizontal, right? Now you can observe I'm going to create one button, right? So width is a wrap content and another height is also wrap content. So I have created one button. So let's just put the ID, right, at btn, or you can also keep it as a button one. Let's keep it button one, right? Now I'm going to put the text, right? So I'm just going to put the text, say, okay, here BT1, I'm just going to put, right? So let's close it. Okay. Now you can observe over here that this particular one button is created. Now I'm going to create another two buttons. Let's create one. So you can observe the things over here that that particular button is here, right? So let's just, okay, let's just keep it button 2, button 1. Okay, so things will be clear. Okay, now you can observe over here that this particular two buttons are created. Now I'm going to create one another button. So let's just simply copy and paste it, right? So button 3, again ID is the button 3, right? So now you can observe the things, right? There are three buttons created and all these three buttons are in a horizontal manner. So whether you put anything, it will be go into horizontal manner, right? Why? Because we have set the orientation property to horizontal, right? Now, suppose say for example, if I want to arrange these particular things in a vertical manner. So here I'm just going to change this property, that is vertical, right? So now you can observe the things that all the three buttons are in a vertical manner, right? So this way you can change the particular orientation, right, in a linear layout. This is the most important property that you have to set whenever you are dealing with the linear layout, right? So here you can see that all the things are there. Okay, now what we can do over here, that you can see another property we can set as a weight, right? So what is the meaning of weight? So layout weight, right? So how much portion each UI element will carry, that will be decided with the weight. So by default, the weight of all these three is 1, right? So here I'm just going to provide one property, layout weight, that is 1. You can observe now it contains more things, right? Now suppose if I want equal portion of each, then I just need to provide layout weight is equals to 1. So now you can see that button 1 and button 2 are equal. Now I also want the weight for third one equally. So you can observe the things over here. So all are in an equal manner, right? So let's change the orientation and let's see what happens over here. Vertical. So you can observe the things, right? So beautiful. So weight property now you can understand, right? So it provides how much, it defines how much portion of this particular element any particular element will take. Now suppose I want a more portion from the button 1, so I just make it 2. So you can observe the things, right? So button 1 takes more portion of your UI screen than button 2 and button 3, right? So likewise you can just provide the weight, right? So another property is a weight sum. You can see there is a weight sum property, right? And weight sum right now I'm just going to provide the 3. Okay, so let's see what happens over here. So you can observe the things over here, that automatically the weight sum will be calculated. See, I have created weight sum maximum 3, so it will consider 2 plus 1. So 2 plus 1. So it will give more weightage on this particular 3. So it will calculate the sum of weight of these two elements and keep it as a particular place, right? Now if I want the same portion, then I just make it to 4. You can observe the things over here, right? If I want everyone at the same place, so I just make it 1. You can just see, right? And here you can put 3. So all are in a equal manner. So it will calculate the sum of weight of UI elements, and according to that it will place the elements, right? So this is the one thing. Okay, so this is about the particular weight, right? Now suppose if I want to set the, let's remove this particular weight right now. Okay, and I'm just going to provide the gravity, right? So you can observe over here what happens when you provide the gravity. Gravity to, I'm just going to provide right top, right? So here you can see whatever text into this particular thing. So suppose I want at the bottom, so you can provide the bottom. So gravity will be, suppose I want that at the top, so that will be assigned, right? So whatever text is there within the UI element, for that if you want to provide some gravity, so that will be applicable, right? Now suppose say for example, another property is there, that is the layout gravity, right? So layout gravity, if I'm going to put at the right side. So the whole layout will move from this, right? So button 2 will be at the same stage, and let's put button 3 in a center, right? So layout gravity, if I'm going to set at a center, right? So you can observe the things over here, then that will be placed at the center. So this will be applicable to the whole UI element relative to the layout, right? Parent layout. Okay. So these are the important property I want to talk about in linear layout. Apart from this, if there are any properties are there, so you can observe the things over there, right? So now you can observe, right? Let's create one project that if I want to create a particular login screen, right, using a linear layout. Okay, so how you can create that? So these are the particular property related with the linear layout that frequently used whenever you are dealing with the linear layout, right? So now let's see how you can create the whole login page with the use of linear layout. So I'm going to remove all the particular things, right? So let's just quickly create the particular orientation is a vertical. That's fine. I want that. Okay. Now, after that, I'm just quickly going to define one text view. Okay. And the content will be the match parent, right? And height will be the wrap content. Let's provide the text that login page or login here. Okay. And I'm just going to put all, you can observe the things over here that it is right now in a left corner. So I'm just going to set the gravity to center. So it will be in a center. You can observe, right? Now I'm going to set the size, text size of this is 24, right? So it's fine. Now let's close it. So login page. Okay. Now let's quickly create the another, that is edit text, right? So we are just going to define edit text. Okay. And match parent is the width and wrap content is the height. Okay. Now we can just define the hint that enter username. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now I'm just going to create one another quickly edit text for the password. So match parent, wrap content, and hint will be the password. Okay, so you can see our this thing is created. Now you can create one another button, that is button, then width will be the wrap content, height will be the wrap content. Okay, text will be the login. Okay, then here you can put the layout width, layout weight, that is one. Okay, we'll quickly see how to deal with this, right? Let me create one another button. Okay, so wrap content, and also the layout weight is one. Text will be the register, right? Text will be the register, and close it. Okay, so now you can observe the things over here that this particular thing is not proper in a layout, right? So why this happens? Because our overall orientation is a vertical. I want this button in a horizontal, right? So here you can also do one thing, that you can nest the things layouts, right? So suppose I want this button in a particular layout, so I can create one another layout, linear layout over here. I'm going to keep it as a match parent and match parent, right? Let me close it first. Then I'm just going to provide the particular margin. So let's quickly provide the margin because I want that top. So let's say it's 20 dp. Okay. And now you can see that I'm just going to put all these buttons from here to here, right? So, okay. And here it's a 20 dp. So let me close it. Okay, perfect. Now you can observe the things that these particular two buttons are created with the margin top. So login, register, two buttons are there, right? So now you can again see that you can also nest the particular edit text in a similar way, right? So here you can see that I'm just going to create another linear layout, right? Match parent, match parent. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's go down and put this edit text into this. Okay, now you can see here we are just going to make orientation is equals to vertical. So now it looks perfect, right? So here you can see that we have these two edit text in a one linear layout, right? And that particular linear layout, now our button is hidden. So here what you can do, I want the height like wrap content. So now it's fine. So you can observe all these things over here, that in design view, just go into the component tree, right? We'll quickly fix these errors. Don't worry about that. So first original one layout we have, that is a vertical layout. So all the content will be there. Then we have created a text view. Then another linear layout that contains two edit text, another linear layout that is horizontal, one upper, one is a vertical. You can observe the things and all the things are there, right? So now quickly add some more styling into that. Okay, so here text sizes and all these things are perfect, right? So now I'm just going to provide the overall padding to 10 dp, right? So you can see overall padding will be there. Now it looks perfect. Okay, so you can observe the things that we have created a very simple layout using this linear layout, right? So you can put the things and you can create these kind of layouts. Now here the unexpected end of line will be there. Okay, so this kind of errors are there, so you need to just quickly solve that errors and then it will work fine. Now it works fine, right? So all the errors are gone and our thing is ready. So that's it guys for this video. We are going to discuss about relative layouts in the next video. Thank you for watching.